Well, it goes through the different eras of American music that, and the evolution of the swing rhythm. So it starts with primitive sound, a guttural sound, which is like the beginning. I like to start all my music with some type of primitive thing because I think that's that underlying impulse that we all have. Everything on earth has that. Then we go into ragtime, which is like parlor music, and from ragtime to the slow drag, which is the element of that deep sexuality that comes out of the early music, Storyville, New Orleans, and then New Orleans Parade March, which is celebratory. After you bury somebody, you play the celebratory music. That ends the first movement. Then the second movement starts with what I call American pep, like the Charleston dance, everybody danced. And the type of playing with junk drumming and making sounds and novelty things. In the instance of this piece, I turned it on all kind of different beats and syncopated, make it very difficult to play. And then it goes to Afro-Latin type of feeling, tango music, and a tango ballad, slow romantic mood. This very, very sweet man and a woman, the top and the bottom parts conversing with one another. And then it's just a upbeat kind of Broadway show pep. It's like Happy Days Are Here Again after the Depression. It's actually music written during the Depression, but it has that kind of, we want to be happy about something. And the third movement starts with Kansas City swing, ultimate riff style, call and response. And the whole dialogue between the jazz band and the orchestra is a big call and response. And from that, we go to Coleman Hawkins, great soloist, who was an early jazz musician, called the father of the saxophone. He was also a cellist, and he played on a piece, Body and Soul, gave us one of our most indelible improvisations that ironically became a hit. And it was ironic because the improvisation is so complicated. It's hard to believe that a piece like that would be something that would garner mass popularity. So I used the chord progression of Body and Soul, and I wrote for the saxophone section and for the cello. So the cello they play, and they go back and forth, and another call and response to tie it to the mood of Kansas City music. And then the last moment of that comes out of Benny Goodman's Sing, Sing, Sing. It has the drums playing, goes back to the original guttural feeling. And that's when I first have the actual, both orchestras converge on the swing and mood, have the bass players walking bass lines and doing all the things that we actually do to create the feeling of momentum in our music. It features the drums and the timpani and everybody playing. The fourth movement is New York City, bebop, Dizzy Gillespie. It's the first actual American virtuosity. Modern virtuosity in American terms came from Dizzy Gillespie and Charlie Parker. Charlie Parker is the only musician I can find in Western history whose fast music is also a melody. With Charlie Parker, that's his melodic information. So he transformed the world of American music and of jazz. We're still trying to imitate him to no avail. The last movement that we're going to play is, I call it American Pastoral. I have like 50 names for it, you know, now, then, and always. It's just kind of the music that we play. It's not, uses the blues, vamps, 6/4, 5/4, different rhythms, times. It ends with a kind of lilting, really romantic thing to say that there's a certain lyricism in us that before we pass away, we reflect on that. Whatever we've gone through in our lives, the ups and downs, there's a certain lyrical quality and a eloquence in action that every person's life is. And it is greater than abstraction. Because I noticed that whenever you get into serious moments in your life, they aren't abstract. It's very concrete and real. And I would assume that death is that way. I've been around a lot of older people because of musicians who passed away, and it's always right before that they're dealing with things in very concrete fashion. So that's what I'm thinking about in that. And the whole piece ends with everybody, with the whole orchestra's go. It can either be like like that was good, or damn, I'm glad that's over. Sometimes they're one and the same, you know, because I believe in the kind of dichotomy and the way the opposites work together. It's because of cold that we have hot. We can't take one away from the other. When you're seeking a good time, it's like happy days are here again. We're in the middle of the depression, so happy days are here again, you know.